All right, here we are live again. Getting ready to go through the remainder of the boxes to determine. I see I did miss something. Here we go. Got to get my foamy things. I have all kinds of stuff going on right now. I got all kinds of stuff on my desk. And I'm just trying to cope with life. Right? I think this, here's one of our game chips, so I'll just toss it back in the bag and we'll play it again. Why? Because I can. I own this channel. I can do what I want with it. Just trying to get these coins centered off in the right spot. So I am going to be doing random pulls. I'm not going to be doing pulls straight out of the next one out of the box. I found that random pulls actually works a lot faster and it works better for everyone. So here we are. All right, ready to go. All right, reach in the bag here and grab somebody's chip and see what we get here. Josie Fletcher. Let's see what I get for my next coin. How about a 1953S? 1953S for Josie. Anybody who is not involved in this and doesn't really know what's going on, well, people have paid for the opportunity to have their name drawn out of a bag so they can get a random BU wheat cent. There's one right there. It's a 1944D, and that goes to Sand Digger. If you would like to join in, you may do so, but not tonight. You'll have to come to an auction on Tuesdays where we have the singles pool available. There's Sissy for a 1943 Philadelphia with a little bit of a Larry on it. And get in then. I only create 10 chips per person because if I did as many as people want, well, some of these crazy people would have me going for 3 days straight. The 57p for Calipigian J. And these wheat cents are unchecked for die varieties. Thank you for the reminder, Doug. And we still have probably about an hour of this left to go tonight. There's a 58D for Sand Digger. And I do have a number of, put this box over here and use it as well. I have 2 boxes from which I can pull, and one that I am placing into. There we go. Gotta get myself a little more comfortable here. There we go. All right, Parviz. Parviz gets the next coin. The next coin is a 1944D. 1944D for Parviz. Is that? Next up is Wanda. Move this down a little more. All we need to see there is the name. There we go. I want the coin to be a little bit better in focus. That's cleaned. I don't know why I even got that in there. That's cleaned. There we go. How about a 41S? 1941S. That is value for you right there. 1941S. BU coins. They run $10. $5 to $10. Kimberly up next. 1944D. 1944D. Doug. Mr. Doug gets a 1943D. 1943D. That's nice. Sweet. Let's see. Up next. Malcolm. If all of you folks who have paid your invoice will be shipped coins tomorrow. 1942D. Man, that one's got a little bit of a... It's a proof-like surface, but it's a little dirty. Still a pretty decent coin there. I'll be shipping tomorrow, and I will continue my streak of reveals tomorrow. Who's this? This is Matthew G. Matthew G will get a 1956 Philadelphia. I had a little bit of a brain fart yesterday in thinking that I was going to have time to play a game with everyone on every coin, and that just wasn't going to work. All right, Lisa is next. Lisa, 1940, Philadelphia, with a little bit of toning on it. Where is Wanda? Right? Oh, looky there. Got a game chip. Who's going to play the game? Grab a chip out of here. Ooh, it's Josie Fletcher. Jim, are you around? If Jim's around, Jim's going to get to do the guessing. Otherwise, I'm going to have to do it for him. Based on the averages, here's a 1940S. Based on the averages, anytime I hit 1946, it's going to be a call for higher. Anytime I hit 47, it's going to be a call for lower. And any date below 46 is higher. Any date above 47 is lower. And that's how I do it. That's working with the averages. And I'm guessing Jim is probably not here tonight. Jim's been working late a lot lately. So I'm going to go with a higher on this. And it is higher. 1956, we're going to say lower. And it is not lower. Darn it. It's a 58. Well, she gets all these. Nonetheless, Lisa D didn't get to play yesterday. Well, next time I draw Lisa D's chip, I'll make sure that she gets to play. I reach in the bag and grab a chip. Let's do it the regular way. Okay, let's do it the real way. Lisa, you here? I'm sure Lisa is here. Is Lisa close by and can play the game? We start with a 1945D. Now, for the next coin, I want you to tell me whether the date on the coin is higher or if the date on the coin is lower than 1945. If I pull another 1945, it is a tie, and ties always go to the customer. So if I pull a 45 out of there, you're going to get that one and get to guess again. That's right. I'm going to play a regular game with Lisa. Hey, Otis. Lisa. Need you to let me know that you are here and are ready to play. And please type in a 45 lower or a 45 higher. I know Lisa has to be around somewhere. Come on, Lisa. Well, she was just here a few minutes ago. She may be off doing something else. Watching a movie, perhaps. Maybe playing with her dog or her cat. Could be driving. This is now, Wanda. This is now. I'm looking for Lisa. No, Lisa, so I guess I will wait until her next coin comes out. We'll see if she shows up then. If she has another one. I hope she has another one. Who's next? Well, Parviz again. So let's see what Parviz gets over here. 42D for Parviz. 1942D. Next up, Penny Hoarder. And Penny Hoarder will get 1950S. 1950S. We were on 62D. And we left that to come to this. Chubby Pop Chaser 1954S. Chubby Pop Chaser gets a 1954S, and we continue moving along. Get that keyboard out of my way. Get myself in a position where I can more comfortably do my job. You guys can't see where I'm moving everything. Here. There, that's good enough. Just so you can see what's going on, I am going to lock my chair into position and get ready to go full steam here. Shay Shay. Shay Shay gets a 1958 Philadelphia. Next up, Dennis, Mr. Paulson. Where is that coming from? I got fuzzies. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't bears. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't. Let's see. No, how'd that go? 44D for Dennis. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't very fuzzy, was he? You're not losing larger chunks of time? That one, I'm going to put a free coin with that one. Who is this? This is Matthew G. Matthew G is going to get a free coin. Let's see what Matthew G's free coin is. It's another 44D. Could you believe that? Oh, no, that's a 46P. So 46P and a 44D. Dennis got the 44D. That's right. Okay. I'm not totally losing my mind. I don't think. Richard? Richard gets 1943, Philadelphia. 1943P. Next up. Oh, back to Penny Hoarder again. And Penny Hoarder, out of a different box, gets 1937S. 1937S. Nice uncirculated coin there. That's probably a $15 to $20 coin, even in that condition. What do you know? We got the game time. And game time is going to go to... Is Calipigian around? Calipigian? Are you here? I need a Plinko game. I need you to tell me how I'm going to do a Plinko game, and I will make sure it happens. Calipigian, I'm going to start you with a 1952D. If you don't speak up, I'm going to have to play it for you. I'll give you another minute or so, just in case of the lag. I'll make sure you can see your name too. Calipigian. We are looking for Calipigian. His first coin's going to be this one right here. It's 1952D. Oh, there you are. Awesome. 1952D is your starting point. Is the next one going to be higher or lower? 1952D, just say 52. And whether it's higher or lower, and you got a lower on there, and it is not. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm going to disqualify this coin because it's cleaned. That's not a real uncirculated coin. I got to go back through here and pull all those out. Somehow a roll of cleaned 55s made it in there. So I'm going to draw another coin for you. Then 52, it is lower. 1937. 1937. 37. Are we higher or lower on 37? What do you think? Got your coin right here. Higher or lower? Tick, tock, tick, tock. It says higher. 1945 it is. 1945. For 1945, we're going to go higher or lower. I've got your next coin right here. Tick, tock, tick, tock. And then the 45, higher or lower. I already know what it is, so I can't, because I've got it in my hand right here. In fact, I think that should be a new rule for me. I get your next coin out, and I've got it here, so I can't in any way cheat. A 45 higher? It's not. It's a 41. 1941, Philadelphia took it out for you, but hey, you got yourself a few really nice coins in there. So congrats to you. Jeopardy music playing in your head. But of course, if I actually played Jeopardy music, I would be banned from life. Doug, 1944D. 44D to check for Doug. Next up, Penny Hoarder again. Penny Hoarder gets. Well, there's another 44D. Another 44D for Penny Hoarder. So I was positive we had another box full of coins, and I'm not seeing them. So, is what it is. Cap Morgan Dollar, 46D for Cap Morgan Dollar. Of course, everybody needs to get a 46D. Everybody. Doing pretty well, Frostbite. A little bit of a headache today. Penny Hoarder again. A Penny Hoarder this time with a 1953S. 1953S. Beautiful. I'm rather excited about something. We've got everything all kind of cleaned up around here, thanks to Mickey. Mickey is awesome. 1943, Philadelphia for Mr. Worley, and a little tiny Larry on it, but it's not bad. Just kind of a little surface Larry. Those witch bastages took a lot of money from you. 1946. Oh, who belongs to this? How would I ever have done? Parvis belongs to this 1946 Philadelphia Lincoln Cent here. Nice little 46 Philly. Copyright, blah, blah. Gotcha. Copyright. Why am I doing it this way? I'm pulling the damn coin out before you see whose it is. There's Cap Morgan Dollar, 1945, Philadelphia. Techstar, you got 5 of the 46D. I can go through and I can filter those for you and make them come out as something different. This one for Kelly Ray. And Kelly Ray gets a 1937D. 1937D, really nice. Better dollar coin. Oh, Wanda, I don't know what those mean. Ask Cap C-Sac. Or Sessic. I don't know. Cap Morgan Dollar. Again. Cap Morgan Dollar. This time, 1944D. 1944D. Just in time, Captain, right? You're getting all your chips out of the way quickly, right? Who else do we have here? We got Chubby Pop Chaser. Yeah, put this on a little bit better focus. Do it for the coin. 1954 Philadelphia. Now see those lines on that 54 Philadelphia? That is very common for 1954 Philadelphias to have those little streaks. They call it spider veining. It looks like the spider veins on, your leg, or your legs when you're, what do they call that? There's a word for it. Starts with a V. Varicose. It's a varicose veins. And this is caused by the planchet wash when the coin was actually created. So this is not something that was added to the coin over time. It's not stained. It's not any way damaged. This is just how the mint did it. Hello, Dave. And this coin is otherwise actually very nice, but you will not get a high grade on a coin that's like that, which is why 1954 Philadelphia Lincoln Cents and MS-67 are showstoppers. They are very scarce. Hey, Wanda, you're going to get a coin. What do you think about that? It's 58 Philly. 58 Philly for Wanda there. Let's try another one. Busted capillaries. Mr. Rizak, 55D. 1955D, Lincoln Cent. Let's see who's next. Paul? Paul Hampton. I haven't heard from him today or yesterday. 44D for Paul. 1944D. All right. The randomness is alive. Not running into a lot of duplication. That's a good thing. Who's up next? Mr. Worley. James. 46, Philadelphia. 46, Philly. Hey, Malcolm, could you do me a favor? Could you let Mr. Withrow know how to register? Ent 45S. 45, San Francisco. Got the San Francisco treat going on here. Calipigian. Calipigian's up next, and Calipigian also gets a 45S. How about that? Completely different box, different part of the row, and everything else, and still gets the same date and year. Or date and mint, I meant to say. Chubby Pop Chaser. Let's see what Chubby Pop Chaser gets. 43, Philadelphia. That's kind of ugly. I'm going to give you another coin. Another 45S. There aren't that many 45S's in here. Richard? Richard, let's see what Richard gets. How about a 56? 1956 with a little bit of that veining on it. It happened from 1952 through 1956. I've seen a couple of 57s that way too. It's just a weird planchet wash they used, and they eventually decided to go away from that. Here's Penny Hoarder. 1946D. Thank you, Malcolm. Mr. Withrow, if you'd like to register with us, follow Malcolm's instructions. He knows what he's doing. Just give me your information. It's not the PayPal email address. You don't necessarily have to have a PayPal email address. I just need an email address that I can send an invoice to. You can pay it however you want to. Calipigian. Calipigian again, and it's a 57 Philadelphia. I was hoping that would be a 37. Yeah, we just need your name, your YouTube screen name. This one's Matthew G. He's that guy that likes his to be blank. So there's a 46 Philadelphia for Matthew. I'll need your username on YouTube and then your real name so I know who you are based on what I see on the screen. And then I need your email address. And then I will need your physical address so that I can mail your winnings to you. Because I don't send PayPal invoices, you'll have to watch your email for your invoices. Ted Evans. Ted Evans. Get one out of the box. Here's a 46 Philadelphia. And it's free, that's correct. Registering with us is absolutely free. You don't pay us anything in advance, and I just drew a 40D with no name. How about Ant? Ant gets a 1940 Denver. That's a nice coin right there. That's a tough one. Let me grab some of these coins and get them in a different spot real quick so it's easier to grab them. Because when these rows start to lean over, they get a little more difficult to deal with. I like easy. You know me, I like everything to be easy. I'm making a mess over here. Wholesale mess, folks. There we go. Okay. Now I got my box all stacked up again. All right, who's next? Next up, Mr. Pauls and Dennis. Dennis is going to grab, well, it's a 58D. Not the prettiest of years. It's not one of those big bonus years. Jordan now. Jordan, how about a 1953D? 1953D. couple of nice RPMs on 53D that there could be in this pull. I have no idea because I haven't looked at these. Who's up next? Well, Kimberly. Are you here today, Kimberly? I can't remember. Kimberly, 1957. Easy peasy nacho cheesy. I like easy peasy lemon squeezy. Who's up next here? Sandigger. Sandigger with a 1944. Denver, 1944D. Let's check up who's next. Calipigian comes back for another draw. And Calipigian gets a 1943 Philadelphia. 1943 Philly. I think he got another one of those earlier. It was kind of ugly. So I gave him another coin. Kelly, Mr. Michaud. 1944D. I swear there's not that many 44Ds in here. This is in part the fallacy of going through randomly. Ooh, look at that. It's a pretty 1940S for Shay Shay. Pretty 1940S for Shay Shay. That looks like a gem coin. That could be a $20 coin there. Uh-oh, looky what we got here. Who's going to get to play the game? I'm going to grab a chip out of here, and it's Techstar. Techstar, are you here? Look what we get to start with. 1957 Techstar. 1957. But when you get a chance and you actually see what I'm putting down here, why don't you give me a 57 higher or 57 lower? I think I know what the answer is going to be. Sissy in Florida. How about that? 1957 Philadelphia. Techstar, give me a higher or a lower. And there's your coin. Lower? What we got here? Ooh, 1936. A nice gemmy 36 too. Is it going to be higher or lower? Techstar. Dun, 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 dun. Higher or lower? And I'm sure Techstar is bouncing right back as soon as he sees it. This is one of those things where we 36 higher, and it's 1953D. 1953D, higher or lower? Oh, Techstar. Load of goodies. What load of goodies? You talking about the load of goodies I drove home? We're going through that during the auctions. Techstar 53. Waiting for you to get the message. Higher or lower. 53D lower. And it is. It's a 1941D. This has got a little toning on it. So you got 41D. 41D now. We're going to go higher or lower. $41D, higher or lower? How is my sissy doing? I am sure that she is happy. You got it. Higher, it's a 57. 1957. 57 now. Gonna go higher or lower? I'm gonna pull you another coin out at blind random right here. Got 57. Higher or lower, sir? It's really kind of a no-brainer, isn't it? I tell you what. We'll go ahead and forego this little formality because it's another 57. So that's a tie. And then this one, we're going to use the 57 as higher or lower, and you said lower. There we go. 1946 S. I'm running into a big stack of coins here, so I'm going to start over with the stack. Now, 46, higher or lower? He's getting it, isn't he? 46. We're going to do a higher or lower on 1946. He's going to say higher on that one, and he is incorrect. It's a 45. A 45S. You will get that coin with the others for a grand total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 coins. 8 coins on this one game draw. Congrats to Mr. Techstar. And there it is. The collection of coins that he just got. Alright, let's go on to the next one. Congrats, Techstar. Surag. Surag now. The 57. 1957 Philadelphia. It's 45 your birth year. Got you knocked out for your birthday. Shay Shay. Shay Shay comes up next, and Shay Shay gets a 1946 Philadelphia. 46 Philly. Next up, Parviz. 1954D. 54D for Parviz. Next up, Kelly Ray. Kelly Ray 1943D. Look how pretty that one is. Nice 1943D there. And next up, oh, we got Parviz again. Parviz this time, 44D. 1944D for Parviz. Well, then back to Kelly Ray again. Why don't the two of you run this show? 58 for Kelly Ray. I'm going to get Parviz or Kelly Ray again. No. It's Kimberly this time. And Kimberly will get, that's 1956. 1956. Who's up next? Sureg. Sureg will get, it's a 1936. It's got a little Larry on it. Still, it's an uncirculated 36. That's money for you right there. Sand Digger. Sand Digger next. We'll get a 1940 Philadelphia. A nice looking coin there. 1940 Philadelphia. And I'm trying to keep my boxes all straight here because everything wants to fall. Next up, Paul. Paul Hampton, 1954S for Paul Hampton. And next up, Shay Shay back again, 1946D. 1946D for Shay Shay. I'm sure if you contact Techstar, he needs a couple of those. Jim Fletcher. Mr. Fletcher, 1939. Beautiful, 1939. That's awesome, Jim. Let's see what we have here. Sureg comes back for more. And Sureg gets 1943D. That's an ugly one. I'm going to move on to another coin for him. How about a 37? Not going to complain about that. That's for Sureg there. Next up, we got Techstar again. Techstar, are you going to get another 46D? No, it's a 43. 43 Philly. That's for Techstar. Next up, Malcolm. Malcolm. There's another 43p. That's a pretty one. Yes, Mickey, you got the flips right this time. You got them right this time. 1941, Philadelphia. Oh, what did I do? I needed a name first. Oh, this one's going to be Matthew G. Gets a 41 Philly. 1941. The year of Pearl Harbor. It's nasty what's going on in Hawaii right now. Kelly Ray, 1957. 1957 for Kelly Ray. Next up, we've only got, about 2 dozen left. Richard, 46D. I do not know how he ended up with so many 46Ds in here. Let's see who's next. Dennis. Dennis, 44D. That is one ugly coin. We're going to move to another one. 57 Philly. In fact, I'll just give you the 44D. That'll be yours to keep. Where'd it go? Here it is. That'll be yours to keep. So you get a 44D and a 57 Philly. Next up, back to the back of the bag. Jim Fletcher again. 44D this time for Mr. Fletcher. Your condo on Maui survived. Nice. One of these days I need to go to Hawaii. It's the only state in the United States I have not yet visited. Not that I necessarily need to go there, but it's like I got 49 out of 50. Why not just do number 50? Nice Wheaties. What? Oh, wheat cents. Gotcha. Understand. My brain is elsewhere. 1958 for Sandigger. 1958. I collect bicycle license plates that came out of Wheaties back in the 50s. And for some reason, I got the two wires crossed. Cap Morgan dollar. 1937. 1937 for Cap Morgan dollar. That's not bad. Wanda. 44D for Wanda. 1944D. If I'm seeing a lot of duplication in anybody's coins, I'll do what I can to try to separate that out a little bit for you. Make it not so bad. 58D for Taco John. That one's got a fingerprint. Let me move on to another one. A 43S. How about that? 1943S. Cap Morgan dollar says, thank you, thank you, thank you. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Ant. 53S for Ant. 1953S. I don't know what's up with Mickey and the 46Ds. But today, it's not so bad. Except for right now. 46D for Kelly Michaud. Penny Hoarder. 53S for Penny Hoarder. Sissy. See if we can get something pretty for Sissy. Well, there we go. It's the 1943S. That is a 43S. It's got a pretty ugly looking spot on it. We'll just pick you out another one. How about a 36 Philly? You'll get both of them, the 43S and the 36 Philly. Sweet. Moderators. Everybody's a moderator on this channel who has become registered. That way I know when there are copies because copycats generally copy a name that's in the chat. Mr. Adams gets a 1945 plain. And so if somebody comes in, say Cap Morgendollar comes in and his name's Gray, I know it's not really Cap Morgendollar. We had a problem with that. There were clone accounts that were coming in. Spoof accounts. And so I decided to make everybody who's registered a moderator. And that was the reason. Okay, Jordan gets a 46D. Fumbling around over here. Sometimes the lag makes you even funnier. I think you're pretty funny, Jay. All right, next up, Wanda. Wanda. It's a 53S for Wanda. I'm Papa Smurf. Why? I have a beard and I'm blue? Smurf Mechanics. Roy. Mr. Wheeler. 1953D. Got the most mods in town. That's how that works. And if you're nice, I keep you on board. Alright. Let's keep going. We've only got about 20 left. Somewhere around 20. Cap Morgendollar. Let's see what that comic gets you. 53S. The coin gods are smiling. Now you have to figure out whether they're being sarcastic or if they're being nice and smiley. Dennis. Mr. Dennis. 45S. 1945S. And next up, Wanda. Wanda back again. Wanda is, there's a 48D. 1948 Denver for Wanda. That's a cute coin. Wanda likes cute coins. Where can you ask a question about an overweight 62 Lincoln? Why don't you just go ahead and ask now, and I will try to help you out. Paul. How about a 45 Philadelphia for Paul? 1945 Philly. Why, YouTube? Why? Yes, exactly. Oh, we've got a 1939 Philly, and it's a rogue coin because I haven't drawn a name for it. Let me grab inside the bag of mystery here. And Carl is going to get that. Carl will get that. I think we ought to all write letters to YouTube and tell them that they need to move that because it's in the way. Sand Digger. It's a 55S. That is one of the cleaned ones. So we're going to move out of that and go to a different coin. It's a 1940S. 1940S. An old-fashioned break. I've been told I should try an old-fashioned. Crispy gets a 1958D. With every winner, there have to be losers. Sissy. Oh, Sissy. What does she get? It's a 46D. Why not, right? Everybody else has one. Or more. Or you could talk to Techstar. He's buying them. Frostbite. This is 1947 Philadelphia for Frosty. 47 Philadelphia. Hello, Sherman. Good day, sir. Sureg. He's like, Daddy, why you don't come down and talk to Mommy? Because Mommy got home during the middle of my broadcast. Well, there's a 58 Philadelphia now for Sureg. That's too many highs. I need some more lows. Let's see if we can get lows for Taco John. Well, there's a lower 51D. I'm going to go ahead and make a bold prediction that the next one's going to be even lower. Chubby Pop Chaser. It's a 46D. For Chubby Pop Chaser 1946D. Next one's probably going to be higher. Richard, 68S DDO. Absolutely. Those are cool. 45D for Richard. You guys got to be watching the auctions coming up on the channel over the next week or two. We're going to be doing some interesting double dice from around the world. We did some this past week, and they were a big hit. Penny Hoarder gets a 1956D and a pretty one. Next up, Sureg. Sureg, how about a 1943D? It's kind of icky. I'll get you a different one. Uh-oh. 38S. How about that? 1938S. There's a $15 coin right there. You got it in your box. Would that give you a 68S double die just like that? Let's see here. Up next, Mr. Worley. What does Mr. Worley get? How about a 1940D? 1940 Denver. That's sweet. That's nice. Let's see. Carl now. Carl, having trouble grabbing a coin. Oh, 46D. But because that one's icky, I'm going to get him a different coin. How about a 39? I am not looking at these, folks. I'm just drawing them straight out of the box. So, obviously there are some nicer coins in here. Let's see. Malcolm. Malcolm. 1944D. 44D for Malcolm. Pretty one, too. Nice near gem there. Like it. Next up. Otis. Otis, who does come in regularly to say he is here, gets a 1940S. 1940, San Francisco. One side rim is higher than the reverse. Well, it was 62. That could be rather common. You said it's overweight. What does it weigh? 3.56 grams. I tell you what. Somebody put my email address out there for me. I don't have a keyboard in front of me. cd@coppercoins.com. Dave, just send me a picture of it. cd@coppercoins.com. I'll help you out with it. Well, there's a 46S for Paul. 1946S. Let's see what we have next. Frostbite. Oh, Frosty. Oh, there's a 57 Philadelphia. Not what we all love to see. Wanda. Wanda. You're getting sleepier. Let's see here. 36 Philadelphia. That's spotty. You're going to get another coin. How about a 37 Philadelphia? I can't do the spotty every time, but you get a 36 and a 37 for the one pull. All right, I've got about a dozen left. Malcolm. Mr. Malcolm. 56D. I think that's another 56D for Malcolm. Who is next? Kelly Ray. Kelly Ray, I have pulled a 45D for you. 1945D. Who do I pull for next? No, wrong side. Richard. Oop, that's an empty row. Let's do over here. There we go. 41 Philadelphia for Richard. That's a pretty coin right there. 1941. All uncirculated wheat cents. Not necessarily the highest of grade, but they are all uncirculated. There are some nicer ones in here. There's Richard. Again. Gets a 1940D this time. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. 40D is a tough one. Alright. No cloning Sherman's hares. That's correct. No cloning Sherman's hares. If I could clone him, I would do it. A 43, and that's an ugly one, so I'm going to pull out a different coin for Ent. And it's going to be a 46 Philadelphia. Like I said, they're all uncirculated. They're not all necessarily the nicest coins in the world, but they are all uncirculated. These come out of fully uncirculated rolls. We are down to 6 chips, half a dozen. Malcolm's going to go next. And Malcolm, way back in the back over here, and he gets a 44D. 44D for Malcolm. And next up will be Mr. Blank. Matthew G gets a 46D. Matthew G gets a 46D. It rhymes. Yeah, I know. Richard got 2 in a row, didn't you? All right, Cat Morgendollar. Let's go with the front coin in this side. What is it? 58 Philly. Darn it. Damn those 58s. Look at this. Richard was over here waiting like, when am I ever going to get drawn? It's a 41 Philly. Nice bright 41 Philly. Got a little bit of a Larry on it. But it's a 41 Philly nonetheless. And let me do this while I do the last few. I've got 2 left. Otis is one of them. And Otis will get a 56 Philly. 56 Philly for Otis. And the last one is also Otis. I have never seen that, where one person, there's a 1940 Philadelphia for you, where one person gets the last 2 pulls in the bag. That is it. We are done. It is finished. And I now have all the component parts that I need to get your mail out tomorrow, which will happen. I appreciate it, folks. Thank you very much for stopping by. Thank you very much for being here this evening. My magnification? Oh, heck, I don't know. It's many times. I don't know. It's a Dynolite. Here, I'll tip it over, and I'll bring it over here, and you can see what the scope is. It's a Dynolite scope, and it's on one of their little things. I don't know, and that's, I don't have any idea exactly what magnification it is. All right, folks, I appreciate it. You guys have a great night. I will see you tomorrow. We're going to have some reveals tomorrow. I'm going to try to get everything all caught up and get the mail out. Have a great